Hello everybody, well, I have to tell you something. The Druid right now on Diablo 4 feels amazing. This is a character that I played and I hated it in the previous beta. So whatever they feel with the Druid, it feels like it's more responsive. It feels like it deals more damage. I'm playing this on the tier 2, wall 2. And overall, it just feels more fun. I mean, I remember playing it in the previous beta, and I was like, who is gonna play this class? It's absolutely terrible compared to all the others. The amount of energy that I need to still, you need to consume quite a lot of energy for some of the moves, but before that, it felt like you can do like 1-2 moves and that's it. And it felt so, in terms of damage even, it just felt lacking. It just felt terrible. Right now, it's exactly the opposite. And it actually feels so good that I'm feeling about playing it first when the game comes out. Well, maybe gonna be second. I mean, the rogue is just incredible. The thing I like about the rogue, by the way, except from, just feels amazing and snappy, because of its mobility, it's so much fun, especially in world boss fights. I mean, against Asheva, it was so satisfying. But the druid is able to kind of snap enemies from far with his ability. Nonetheless, being able to just dash with the rogue, without actually needing to rely on anything is just so much fun. And mobility in this game is really satisfying compared to just walking slow or again even snapping. I mean, rogue just felt in terms of mobility amazing. That being said, that aside, everything else I just loved. I mean, the abilities are really cool, the companions, and again, I'm just starting playing and I got to, of course, level 20, which was the cap in this beta. But the more I played it, the more I fell in love with it. And this is a huge change, I need to tell you. I mean, I told myself I'm not gonna play it, I mean, it's just crap. But I heard they actually did some update to the druid to make it feel more responsive, and basically it is. It is. It's actually, I thought it's just gonna be a minor change, but it feels like a big change. And although I have to admit that at first I didn't like the shape shifting, it feels a bit weird. It's something you need to get accustomed to, basically, and I did. And once I, got used to it, it just felt great. I mean, being able to shapeshift is amazing. And the shapeshifting itself, the animation is really cool. Aside from that, the ability to also use melee and spell casting, and you have your companions. And again, this is just until level 20. I'm sure it's going to get much better once I unlock, all the other cool stuff. But right now, altogether, at the core base of the game, which actually is the one that actually motivates me to play, by the way, is how it actually feels at the beginning of the game, because you don't know what's ahead. So if I jump into the game when it's released, I'll choose the one that I enjoyed the most early on, because again, that's what I actually got played, and I based my decision based on. So for example, in the early build that I used, to play, I chose the Storm Strike. I didn't invest a lot in it. I just again wanted to test things, but I put here, for example, I've changed to 2 additional targets. This one is amazing. Shred is absolutely amazing. This is so much damage. This Shred gains 30 attack speed and heals 4% of your maximum life. Second and third attacks also perform a dash. In addition to Shred's critical strike damage increased by 20. And you also have 30 attack speed and heals. And I choose here Shred's second and third attack also perform a dash. This is very good, by the way, to close in enemies. That's why I love it so much, because you can just really close on enemies fast. And you have kind of a dashing system. Again, you rely on enemies being there, but it just feels great. And there's also, by the way, one that I unlocked. I'm just going to show you. Alright, so if you look here, I'm printing this one. After killing an enemy with Shred, your next werewolf skill generates 20 more spirit and deals 20% increased damage. This is crazy. I used the crows with Ravens activate, makes enemies vulnerable for 3 seconds, and increase critical strike chance as well. Here I switch here and there, but Poison Creeper, by the way, it's amazing. And I went with immobilized duration. I mean, that you have to take it, and critical strike chance is increased by 20% against enemies strangled by Poison Creeper. Crazy. Critical strike chance by 20%. This is nuts. And then I tried also Hurricane with 50% chance to make enemies vulnerable as well, which, as you can see, increased 20% increased damage. So again, some thought again maybe the Druid doesn't really have kind of a good offensive capabilities compared to the other. I mean, based on my experience, they're pretty good. Now, in Asheva, by the way, keep in mind that I forgot to change to tier 1 because I was 19. My bad. But you can see that I can snap into Asheva using my ability. Take a look. And it's pretty long range. See? But the problem with that was that even though I aim, for example, towards the leg, for example, it seems like it's not accurate. Sometimes it just goes to the head for some reason. I have no idea why. So basically, against in this wall boss, it was actually annoying because I wanted always to go towards the leg, towards the backside. And it seems like when I aim towards the back, it actually one time just snapped into the head. But again, with the rogue, it was way more fun. I mean, way more snappy and fun doing the same boss fight. And of course, being to quickly be able to reposition fast, for example, here, instead of just being really in the middle or not, I can just dash out very quickly. So again, I'm more kind of testing things out just to see if this is the class that I want to play, and definitely I'm going to play the Druid. It's absolutely a blast to play, I'm just telling you. Right now, so much better compared to in the Server Slam compared to the previous open beta. Again, so if you have debates and you haven't tried it, give it a try because again, it feels just much better overall in terms of damage, in terms of responsiveness, in terms of the energy use. I don't know what they did. It just feels better and much more fun to play. So this is what I want to share in this video. This is a good thing because otherwise I wouldn't play the Druid at all. And now it's actually my second favorite to play after the Rogue. Thanks for watching, everybody. Tell me what you think about the Druid in the comment section below. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye-bye.